Good morning, grade 5. Welcome back to grade 5 mathematics class. How are you all doing today? So let's start a new chapter today, chapter 11, time and temperature. So time. We have a time for everything. We have a time to wake up, we have a time to do our daily routines, we have a time to have food. So for everything, we have some time. So how do we check time? Usually, we check on a clock to see what time it is. And talking about the clock, usually all the clocks will show numbers from 1 to 12 written on it. And on a clock, a 24-hour day is divided into two periods each containing 12 hours each. So there are 12 hours from 12 in the midnight to 12 in the noon, and then from 12 in the noon to 12 in the midnight again. So there are three hands in a clock. So you have the shortest and the slowest hour hand, then there is the longest minute hand and the fastest seconds hand. So the hour hand points to the hour of the day, and it takes 1 hour for the hour hand to move from one number to the next. And the minute hand takes 5 minutes to move from one number to the other. And the seconds hand takes 5 seconds to move from one number to the other. Now, when you say about time, when you say the time of the day, you either say it is AM or PM. So, what is this AM and PM? So, from 12 in the midnight, a day starts at 12 in the midnight. So, from 12 in the midnight to 12 in the noon or midday. That is called AM or ante-meridian. It means it is before midday. And from 12 in the noon or 12 in the midday to again 12 in the midnight. That is called post-meridian or after midday. This word meridian comes from the Latin word meridis, which means midday. So AM means before midday and PM means after midday. So I hope this is clear to you. Now, you can say time in two ways. You can use either the 12-hour clock or the 24-hour clock. Now, the 24-hour clock is commonly used in the military, the railways and airways. Now, see, here you can see a clock. Usually in a clock, you can see the numbers from 1 to 12. So, if it is 12 in the midnight, if it is a 12-hour clock, you'll say it is 12 AM. Whereas in a 24-hour clock, if it is 12 AM or 12 in the midnight, you say it is 0000 hours. Now, what if it is 12 in the noon? On a 12-hour clock, we say it is 12 PM. Whereas in the 24-hour clock, we say it is 12 hours. Now, what happens after 12 in the noon? What if it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon? So, in the 12-hour clock, we say it is 1 PM. So, in the 12-hour clock, if it is 1 in the afternoon, we say it is 1 PM. Whereas in the 24-hour clock, we say it is 13 hours. So, you see, the numbers are continuous. So, on a 24-hour clock, you can see the numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and after 12, it becomes 13, 14, 15, 16, and so on, and it goes up to 23 hours. And at 12 in the midnight, it again becomes 0000 hours. So, what if it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon? On a 12-hour clock, we say it is 2 PM. Whereas, on a 24-hour clock, we say it is 14 hours. So, just add the number of that hour with 12. So, if it is 1 PM, it will be 13 hours in the 24-hour clock. If it is 2 PM, it will be equal to 14 hours. 3 PM will be equal to 15 hours and so on. So, I hope you are clear with the concept of 12-hour clock and 24-hour clock. So, a minute or 1 minute has 60 seconds and 1 hour has got 60 minutes. One day has got 24 hours, whereas 1 year has got 365 days. But one leap year has got 366 days. There is an extra day which is added to the month of February. So in a leap year, the month of February will have 29 days. Now how do you find if a given year is a leap year? You can check if the given year is exactly divisible by 4 and not by 100, or if it is exactly divisible by 400. Now, we'll see how we can convert days into hours. So how many hours are there in a day? There are 24 hours in a day. So what if we are given the number of days? How do we find out what is the equivalent number of hours? So to convert days into hours, you have to multiply the number of days by 24. So 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So what if it is 2 days? 2 days will be equal to 2 into 24 hours. Let's make it more clear with examples. You have a question here. Convert 6 days into hours. How can we do this? See, we know 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So 6 days will be equal to 6 into 24 hours. 6 into 24 is equal to 144. So 6 days will be equal to 144 hours in total. So we have the answer. 6 days is equal to 144 hours. We'll see one more example. Convert 11 days, 8 hours into hours. So here we are given 11 days and 8 hours. You have to convert the whole thing into hours alone. So how do we do this? So we know 1 day equal to 24 hours. So 11 days will be equal to 11 into 24 hours. So 11 days, 8 hours will be equal to 11 into 24 hours plus this 8 hours. So 11 into 24 is equal to 264 hours in total plus the 8 hours which is given in the question. So adding these two, we get this is equal to a total of 272 hours. Thus 11 days, 8 hours is equal to 272 hours. So I hope it is clear to you. Now we'll see how we can convert hours into minutes. So remember, 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So to convert hours into minutes, just multiply the number of hours by 60. So let's see. Convert 6 hours into minutes. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 6 hours will be equal to 6 into 60 minutes. Let's see the steps. 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So 6 hours is equal to 6 into 60, which is equal to 360 minutes. Thus, we can write 6 hours is equal to a total of 360 minutes. So I hope this is clear to you. We'll see one more example. Convert 15 hours, 34 minutes into minutes. So here we have a combination of hours and minutes which has to be converted to minutes alone. So 15 hours will be equal to 15 into 60 minutes. So that plus the 34 minutes will give you the total time in minutes. So let's see the steps. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Keep that in mind. Now 15 hours, 34 minutes will be equal to 15 into 60 minutes plus this 34 minutes. So that is equal to 15 into 60 is equal to 900. So 15 hours is equal to a total of 900 minutes plus the 34 minutes. That is 900 minutes plus 34 minutes gives you a total of 934 minutes. Thus we can write 15 hours 34 minutes is equal to 934 minutes. So I hope you are clear with this. Now we'll see how we can convert minutes into seconds. So what is 1 minute? 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So what if it is 2 minutes? It will be equal to 2 into 60 seconds. So to convert minutes into seconds, you have to multiply the number of minutes by 60. Let's make it clear with examples. Convert 25 minutes into seconds. Let's see the steps. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds, hence 25 minutes will be equal to 25 into 60 seconds. and 25 into 60 equals 1500, and hence we can write 25 minutes is equal to 1500 seconds. Now we'll see one more example. Convert 55 minutes 34 seconds into seconds alone. So first convert this part. What is 55 minutes in terms of seconds? 55 minutes will be equal to 55 into 60 seconds. So 55 minutes 34 seconds equals 55 into 60 seconds plus this 34 seconds. So that is 55 into 60 equals 3300 plus the 34 seconds in the question. So that gives you a total of 3334 seconds, which is the equivalent of 55 minutes 34 seconds. So children, I hope you are clear with these examples. You have to go through these topics to pages 164 to 167 of your textbook, and then in 164 and 65 you can see the let's recall page. There are a few exercises given there. You have to go through these questions and you have to work out these questions in your notebook. A few questions can be worked out in the textbook itself that you can do. Now, after that, you have to move on to exercise 11.1, which is in page number 166 and 167. You have to complete all the questions from the exercise in your notebook. So, once you are done with all these questions, you can take a picture and send us through Teams. So, that's all for today, children. Hope this was clear to you. We'll see you in the next class with a new topic. Till then,